Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your girl Shasta on Shasta Speaks. Let's talk about this episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, honey, tonight that came on. I'm not even going to spend a lot of time on this episode because honestly, the episode didn't give for me. I mean, there was a couple of there was a little sad part and this and that, and I had a little feels. But as far as it being like one of those episodes to make you be like, it didn't get good to the end, and that's the whole truth. As always, everything discussed on this channel is alleged in my very own opinion, and it's definitely for entertainment purposes only. Okay. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do so. Come on. It's cool over here. All right. Just come on. The vibe is a vibe. It's a vibe. Come on. Okay. Come one, come all. I welcome all. I welcome all opinions, thoughts, all of that. So come on. Okay. Check out my community tab. I have information on my community tab about a giveaway that I'm doing when I get to 1,000 subscribers. So make sure that you check that out. And I think that's all my housekeeping. Let's get into this quick recap. This will be quick because, like I said, it didn't give a lot. At least I think it's going to be quick. I'm going to try not to be long with it. So we open up the episode with Nell and her family going to go over the plans for her vow renewal, her and Chris Fletcher's vow renewal. It was a nice scene. They were checking out the location. So I think speaking with the vow renewal, the lady who's planning everything, kind of going through a quick rehearsal, checking out the seating, all those. Then they sit down. It's Nell and Chris and their 3 children, Lance, Chris Jr. and the daughter. And Lord, I can't remember the daughter's name. But anyway, the daughter. And they're talking about, there are things they have to do. And Lance throws out that he wants to coordinate a visit to Nell's mother's grave. I think this is the 5th year that, I guess anniversary of her mother's death. And Lance feels like it would be good for them to go as a family to visit the grave. Nell expresses that she really hasn't grieved her mother's death like she needs to. And so that was touching. After we see that, then we have Nell having Trish over for food and she just invited her over to the house pretty much. And they're talking. Nell, of course, brings up the whole thing about potentially Trish and Martell messing around for the umpteenth time. Yeah, let me tell y'all something about this. Trish and Martell storyline. They have beat this shit to death this season. I don't. At this point, no one cares if Martell and Trish screwed around. I really feel down in my spirit that this is a way to usher in some BS that we all gonna be going, Like I feel like they trying to open up a door and put a stop in it to ease in some other shit by opening up this toxic ass door of Trish maybe sleeping with Martell, still being married on their weekend. Like this whole quartet situation with Trish and all these niggas is a mess, and I don't like it. I ain't liked it since day one, and I'm tired of everybody getting in scenes with Trish, and that's the first thing they want to talk about. Okay, I'm over it. I'm tired of it. At this point, I can't keep up with which story is the real deal of what happened. We ain't gonna never really know what the hell happened with Martell and Trish and when she went over to their house. We will never know. Her in these versions getting on my nerves. She keeps saying nothing intimate happened. She said tonight nothing intimate happened. He didn't even try to do nothing. He was talking about his family. He wanted his family back, this and that. Now, remember, allegedly, when your boy Marquez did the interview with Melichan, he tried to say he overheard her on the phone about she gave us some cookie. Now, let's just say for shits and giggles, that Trish was popping shit like niggas do and just said she fucked him and maybe she did. I mean, do I think that Trish and Martell went pound town? I do. But that's just me. But I do think they went pound town, allegedly. And you know. But anyway, in that conversation too, they talk about Neil asks about Marquez and how they're all getting along, and Trish kind of explains to Neil why she, I guess, has so much resentment towards Marquez, and the fact that when she was going through the roughest time of her life, losing both her parents I think she said within 7 months of each other, and then losing her sister, within a short time frame, it really affected her. She talked about, she was trying to save her sister and her daughter. I think she said her daughter was watching her trying to, I think she said breathe life into her sister or something like that. I'm assuming maybe performing CPR or something like that. That is very, I, I cannot even begin to imagine, is what I'm going to say. I just can't. I just can't. And in that, you know, in that aspect, I do feel bad for Trish. That is a lot to have to deal with. It's a lot to have to deal with when you have a husband that says he needs to go find himself and he leaves you. And she said one comment that he made to her when she was going through this really tough time from losing her parents and her sisters, that he said you were too close to your family. That is the most asinine, crazy damn thing I ever heard. I pray he didn't really say that. I don't know though, but that is the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life. For you to tell somebody you too close to your family. Do what? Boy, what? Like it don't even make sense. To say it out loud, it don't even sound right being said out loud. It's just a weird ass thing to say. But if things went on the way she's saying that they went on, and he was out living his best life, and she was up here struggling with these kids, going through all of this heartache and trying to grieve and all of that, and he was just out living his best life, I can understand why she can't stand that nigga. I mean, I can. Do I see it for Trish based off that? No, I still don't see it for Trish. Me though. Like, one thing about me, I pick my side and I say that. Okay, I ain't no flip flopper. I still don't see it for Trish. I feel bad for her. That is a horrible story, and I do feel bad for her. But I still don't see it for her. Okay. Then we get Ken talking to his friend, and this is his friend. I think his name is Will. He's the one that Ken has got his little podcast with. I did notice that they actually, I guess, are doing their scene in the studio where they're gonna be doing the podcast, because I saw like the Wiki sign in the background, this and that. Y'all listen. Ken all about promoting. Ken trying to do his business, whatever the business is they trying to get off the ground. Ken trying to get that business stuff going. So, like I said, Ken and Trish and Market had an agenda, had a plan to get out there and promote and do this and that. Yeah, that's what they doing. I'm just saying, product placement. So, anywho, he talking to his friend, and basically his friend asking him all the questions we asking him. What is you waiting on? Why she ain't got a divorce? Why is it taking her so long to get a divorce? And that's what we all want to know. Like, if she done signed the paper, what's going on with the paperwork? What's the hold up? Get it done. If she really want to be with you, she'll be with you. Like, what is the deal? What is the deal? Why are you prolonging this? Again, he says that, if something was to happen and he had to move on or whatever, he could. And I just don't believe it. I don't think that Ken will move on. not on his own. I don't think he will move on his own. But you know, the friend made a comment that I thought was kind of funny. He said something like, you always end up something to the effect of you always end up in situations like this or something like that, which goes back to the whole when he said he always dating women that are married or got kids and this and that, and it's like, dude, it, it's like that's his that's what he goes after, and I just wonder what that's about. Why do you attach yourself to women who have all this drama already going on in their life? That's weird to me. It's giving me a weird vibe. Ken is weird to me. One thing I did forget to mention is Trish took her kids to like a jump place or a trampoline park thing, and um told them at the trampoline park about her divorcing their dad. And when I tell y'all, that son must have said, and she asked them how they felt about it, and the son must have said, "Well, I already thought y'all had done it." So it's sad when the children got more sense than the grown people. He was like, "I know now that you had, but yeah, I thought y'all had already got divorced." Girl, the children got more sense than the grown people. Okay. And she told me, "Well, how did you find out?" He was like, "Well, of course, Dad told me." Like, I don't know why these people on these shows be thinking they hide something from these kids. Just because these kids ain't talking and saying a whole bunch, these kids ain't slow. These kids got a lot of sense, and they have too much stuff at they disposal. If it's something they don't understand, you best believe they're gonna look it up. And just because they ain't running in there saying to you, "Oh, mama, I looked this up and such said such and such," they peeping it. I was sitting there like, Trish, girl, you know, it's too much. And her daughter, I forgot what her daughter told her, but I feel like her daughter said something like, "You just have to calm down or slow down or something." I'm just like, the children have more sense than the grown people. That also lets you know that these kids have probably seen a lot and heard a lot. So there's that. Okay. So we get Nell and her family going to visit her mother's grave site. I'm gonna just say it was an emotional scene. Nell broke down and was crying, and they were talking about how she was a great mother, how she was a great grandmother. You know, each one of the kids had things to say. Chris spoke some kind words about it. I really feel for Nell. Like you could tell that she had a really really good relationship with her mother. She loved her mother, and I can't even begin to imagine what it feels like to lose your mother. But I do hope that this is the beginning of Nell finding, kind of finding that peace that she needs to find. I know that it's a grieving and healing process she's gonna have to go through, and I do pray and hope that she is able to do that because that was a really heartfelt, touching scene to me. It really, really was. So then we get this dry ass bachelorette paint party. Child, first of all, everybody sitting around first of all, when Kimmy got there, when Letitia got there, it was like, oh, Nell get not Nell, Melody get there. They all just dry, throw up their hand. Hey, but these fake hoes get on my nerves. I'm sorry, but I can't. This is exactly why I just want Melody to get off this show because this is not your tribe, Melody. This is not your tribe. Not any of them hoes. Just get away from them before whatever's on them gets on you. Get away from them. I can't. Like it's hard to even watch it because it's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, where do the but at the end of the day, what we all know is none of these tricks was ever her friends. They was all Martell's friends, and that's just the bottom fucking line. That's just it. Um, So Melody ends up asking Trisha, do she have a problem with her? Trisha gonna say no. Kimmy's like, well, I'm surprised she's saying no, because then they talk about the conversation Kimmy had with Trisha. And then Melody's like, yeah, because you said that she said this and yada yada. And so Trish is trying to say that she feels like Melody is being shady and messy or whatever, per saying, making a comment that she think they still in love or whatever. And Trish, Melody's pretty much like, if you feel like I'm shady and messy, then everybody in here is shady and messy. And it just became this little back and forth. And this is all I got to say. Everybody on that motherfucking show is shady and messy. They all go around, you know what I'm saying, asking questions, this and that, trying to produce scenes, whatever the fuck. So they all throw shade. They can all be messy at times. Trish, girl, first of all, you done waited all motherfucking season to try to open your mouth. Well, this ain't when you need to open your mouth. This is when you need to close that motherfucker, okay? Because you sound like a fool. You don't have no problem with Melody about her saying that shit to you at that damn cookout. At the end of the day, you have a problem with Melody because your ex-husband that came to a function brought Melody flowers. You was salty about that. You was salty because whatever was going on with Martell, you already know he's still in love with her. Like I think you just one of them hoes. You just jealous of Melody. That's all I think it is. I think she intimidates you. And I think you know what I'm saying? Because you came in the door talking little shit, making little sly remarks about Melody. Maybe that came from conversations that you had with the people who were hyping you up to come on the show, and they pretty much told you, we want you to, you know what I'm saying, come, we trying to set it up for you to come for Melody. And that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. That's all it is. This is just all a plan and a plot. A plan and a plot for y'all to come. But baby, Melody held her own, and she will continue to hold her own as long as she on that motherfucking show with y'all. But Trish, bitch, shut your mouth. Like you've been keeping it shut this whole goddamn season. You trying to jump bad like you tough and this and that. Girl, all that aggression and this and that. Take that to that nigga or wherever fuck you need to take it, because trying to go off on Melody and you don't even really know her, you look like a fool. You too old to even be acting like that, but you look foolish. Like somebody done sent you out and you need to redirect, hit the GPS and redirect and turn your motherfucking ass around, because this is the wrong road. Okay? You got the right woman on the wrong day. This ain't what you want. She ain't did shit to you, so quit trying to make a problem where there is not one. Girl, because honey, we already don't see it for you. We already don't see it for you, Trish. Shit. Then you get Destiny over there talking about, this ain't but neither one of y'all. Y'all need to be doing this when Miss Nell get here, blah blah blah. Melly was like, Miss Nell ain't even here yet. Da, 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 da. She was like, well, the energy needs to be right when she get here. Melly was like, the energy gonna be fine when she get here. Well, bitch, next thing you know, here comes Sunni. And she come in and plop her ass right down there beside Melody. And when I tell you, that's where it went off. And in the clip for next week, we're gonna be back on this Sunni Moses block, da 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 shit. And that's another storyline that they done beat over the fucking head. Like that. Let Destiny. Girl. Let that shit go. He didn't marry. Let that shit go. Hurry up and let that shit go. Now, what's gonna be interesting? We already know Sunni ain't coming back. We don't know about Melody. We all thinking Melody ain't coming back. I know good and full goddamn well if them two ain't coming back, Destiny can't be coming back, because who the fuck she gonna film with? What they gonna be talking about? What they gonna be talking about? And that's another reason Melody needs to say fuck it. Because when Sunni can't even film like that because she lives somewhere else. But with Sunni, Melody really ain't even remotely got nobody. she can deal with on that show. So, man, girl, yeah, yeah, because we tired of them. We is tired of them. Okay. All right, y'all. That's all I got. I tried to make this short. Like I said, it wasn't like a episode that was doing this, doing that, blah blah blah. Um, the finale is next week, and then we got this damn reunion coming, and that's really what I'm waiting on is this damn reunion because I'm trying to see what they finna get into, and really, and truly, I'm trying to see what's gonna happen after the reunion because everybody talking about they gonna come out and tell all this stuff after the reunion air, and that's the tea I'm waiting on. Okay, that's what I want to hear about. Okay, damn all this shit that they done chopped and screwed and put in front of us to try to make a damn show. Ah, give me that behind the scenes tea. What was really shaking and moving? Okay. All right, y'all. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought. If y'all checked out the episode, what your thoughts were about the episode, what stood out to you. And yeah, let me know. Again, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and check out my community tab about my giveaway that I'm going to do when I get to 1,000 subscribers. All right, y'all. I'll holla.